Is it okay if someone might come and use the bathroom?
That's
whatever.
So drove down to San Diego Thursday morning, right?
Early Thursday morning, we got down there.
Unbeknownst to me.
Yeah. No, I saw you the night before.
I didn't know. Sorry, I'm Thursday. 4 days.
Oh yeah. But I told you I was going the next morning.
I didn't know.
I saw you mere hours before we left. All right. So walk in, grab our badges. They give us these big ass bags that have fold out capes.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of ridiculous and really uncomfortable, so we never wore them.
I don't think anyone wore them.
So you say. There's no photo evidence.
That's true.
We wore them every day.
So first thing we saw was this panel called The Visionaries.
Okay.
It was like Alfonso Cuarón, who's doing my dream movie, Gravity.
Yeah.
They released a bit.
Is that your dream movie?
It is. I've been waiting for it for 5 years.
It's like one
That's a
shot.
sad dream movie.
Why?
Gnarly.
Didn't you watch Children of Men? Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, this is the next movie. He's been working on it for 7 years.
Yeah,
That's
but
5
it's not
years.
going to compare to Children of Men.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Everyone's a hater.
Mark Webb, the director of the new Spider-Man movie.
And 500
And-
Days of Summer.
Yeah. And Edgar Wright, the director of Shaun of the Dead and Scott Pilgrim, which you love.
Hated.
You hated Scott Pilgrim?
Worst movie made in the last decade.
Wow.
They're talking about filmmaking. It was cool.
Alright.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Ender's Game.
Other
It's
amendments,
not
there's
his
something.
favorite book. And he says the trailer's shit.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So Harrison Ford was there, which was awesome because like
Okay,
he's
cool
the
to see.
coolest.
He has a tiny ass earring.
He was awesome, but it looks like a pretty. The book's awesome too, but it looks like a pretty generic sci-fi movie to me,
It didn't look anything exceptional.
which is disappointing.
Yeah, they showed the footage, and it wasn't that impressive,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Wasn't.
Anyways, the best thing that we saw that day was the Stick of Truth, which is South Park's new RPG game.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It was funny. So that was Thursday. Friday, first thing we saw was The World's End.
Wait, what's that?
The third part of the trilogy of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Oh yeah.
Well, have you seen those?
Yeah, they get
Oh, I've
worse.
seen all of them.
They get worse.
Well,
Yeah.
we haven't seen the
Well,
third
Shaun of the Dead was the best. Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz is very funny, but not quite as
Oh,
one. Yeah.
oh, so they get worse.
good.
Okay.
Well, there's only two.
Well, what he's saying is right. They do get worse.
Well, the footage looks good.
First of all, it can't be as good as Shaun of the Dead. Did you see the Game of Thrones panel?
Yeah. So the next thing we saw that day was Walking Dead. We can kind of skip over
Oh,
that.
so you saw like Drogo like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like ran
I
out.
saw that video. Yeah, everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So next thing we saw was Sony. They showed off
Oh, okay.
the new RoboCop.
Okay, sick. Down.
Hopefully.
RoboCop 1 was awesome, dude.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it right before we went.
Yeah, it's sweet,
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
RoboCop.
It's a kind of a remake of that, but a little more
Yeah.
modern.
Okay, good. RoboCop's sick.
Yeah.
No.
Next thing we saw is Amazing Spider-Man 2. Did you see the first one?
It was,
Pete?
It was,
Did you see
it was
it?
mediocre at best.
Mediocre at best. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool because Andrew Garfield ran out in his Spider-Man outfit, and he
How's that?
well, he pretended to be Spider-Man, which was kind of interesting.
And Jamie Foxx is the villain in the new one.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh man, I love Django, but he's like in Spider-Man character. It was funny.
Okay, I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
But
Wait, shit. What happened Saturday?
You want to hear Saturday? Saturday, first panel of the day was Warner Brothers.
Oh,
And they
sick.
brought
was a
some, they were
huge
here to
panel.
play.
They brought the
it
evidence.
was definitely their A game.
Whoa.
One of the first things we saw was 300 Rise of the Empire.
You were a big 300 fan, weren't you?
I haven't seen it all.
Okay.
So he wasn't.
The exact opposite of
It's so good. I'm a huge 300 fan.
a lot of it apparently takes place on the ocean, so it
Yeah.
was cool to see how they kind of took a step away from kind of that 300 setting and whatever.
Alright, next thing we saw was Godzilla.
Godzilla! Oh my god, it's Godzilla! But due to copyright law, it's not actually Godzilla. But let's run like it's Godzilla!
That's a weird thing to have memorized.
Godzilla! Is that right? Does that sound right to you?
So that
Maybe
trailer
that
starts
way.
off with like a kaiju, like in Pacific Rim. And it's like attacking, and all of a sudden Godzilla comes in.
It was like a kaiju's like destroying this whole area, and these planes are trying to shoot it down, and Godzilla.
He's
Wait,
like,
do the humans harness the power of Godzilla?
That's
I
why I
don't
don't know
know
that much
that-
about Godzilla, but I think he is kind of a good guy.
Well, Godzilla like apparently fights other monsters, but he also destroys the city.
Next thing, Lego movie.
That's an obscure.
Lego movie?
Oh.
I don't know if I get
yeah.
behind that. I love Legos. But
And I didn't know this.
What?
Like, it's not CG. A lot of it's stop motion, actually, which is pretty cool.
that's awesome.
Wait, really?
Almost- yeah, they try to do as much as they could stop motion.
The trailer for the Lego movie, by the way, looks so sick.
Doesn't it? It looks funny. It's the same directors as 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looks good.
Okay, next thing, Tom Cruise comes out, and he shows off his movie. It used to be called All You Need Is Kill, which I thought was an awesome name, but it got retitled to Edge of Tomorrow. It's like a futuristic. He's wearing like this big heavy mech suit.
Yeah. Well, the premise of the movie is basically Groundhog Day. He wakes up every morning of the day that he gets killed or something, and he just keeps on living that day. It looks really good.
Yeah, that should be good.
And after that, they showed the Superman symbol and then the Batman symbol behind it.
So yeah, they're setting up that the 2015 Man of Steel sequel is going to be Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, or something of that sort. You just want to publish this as a
20th
podcast?
Century Fox. They come out running with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Do you guys see Rise?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
cried.
good.
I cried.
So-
It's crazy good.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, the first one was amazing.
Yeah, okay, and then they showed Wolverine. Hugh Jackman came out. Yeah, they showed some footage of that. That was pretty cool.
That looks really.
It looks really good. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Japan and like samurais and stuff, and that comes out this week. And then at the end of his thing, he's like, "Hey, I got this small indie movie. I want to bring out the director." Blah blah blah. Brings out Bryan Singer. They bring out the entire cast of the new X-Men movie called Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring out this line of Halle Berry, Jennifer Lawrence, Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy,
Michael Fassbender.
Peter Dinklage, Anna Paquin.
I want us some.
So that was probably the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah, but that movie's gonna be a piece of shit.
Why?
Whoa,
It just
No.
sucks.
Well,
I mean, it's good.
I hate the X-Men.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
What?
I hate mutants.
Dude.
He belongs in the Marvel universe.
What do you like?
Then I showed off Thor. It looked awesome. What do you like the first Thor?
Yeah, loved it.
This looks a lot better. It's some of the directors from Game of Thrones are doing it. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. Captain America: Winter Soldier. His you know, his friend in the first one that dies.
Yeah.
He comes back as this villain's the Winter Soldier or something.
He's not dead.
Best thing we saw all week. Guardians of the Galaxy.
The cool thing about this one is that it was
It was
really, really
hilarious.
funny.
It was nothing like any of the other Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It's like a full-on comedy.
So and it looked really great.
Then right at the end of that panel,
Yeah, Joss Whedon came out and he announced Avengers 2, which is called Avengers 2: The Rise of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Sunday we saw Community. They did a panel, and Always Sunny in Philadelphia showed off their whole first episode. But yeah,